What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about the Yeezy Boost 350 V2. You guys probably all know what the silhouette looks like, so I'm not going to do another review. It's really about one thing. So I have tried to cop a pair of Yeezys manually since the initial Pirate Blacks released. So it was a very long time, and I had been trying to get every single release. So the 350 V1s, the 750s, the 350 V2s, and it failed every single time. And that was through Adidas Confirmed, as well as the foot sites and raffles and things like that. Super unlucky, and so after years of not being able to get them, I gave up on them when the breads came out earlier in mid-2017. I finally caved when the resale value of many of these shoes eventually went down when they started releasing lots of stock, specifically with the blue tints and the belugas. And the reason I did that was because, in all honesty, they were going maybe about $100 over retail over break during Christmas. If you follow my Instagram at MySqueakers, you would have known that I got a pair of my first Yeezys, and so I decided to go with the Beluga V2 colorway. One of the things about the Yeezys in general that really, for me, makes it a little more difficult is that it looks like a teenager shoe. Not because it's designed that way, but because mainly I see teenagers wear it, and really rich Asian kids at airports. But that's really about it, right, in terms of who wears them. And so most of the colors are very hard to wear, as you may know, but these are really not. They're relatively muted on this side, and they're a little loud on the rear side. But for the most part, they are a pretty easy shoe to wear with most things, and even though they're a little bulky, they're comfortable, they're great. And so the question that I want to answer for most people is, are they worth the resale value? Absolutely. If you can get a steal around $300 to $350, you're still getting a pair of shoes that are relatively rare. You're still getting a pair of shoes that are insanely comfortable. Actually, I think these are actually more comfortable, at least for me, than the Ultra Boosts. Mainly because of the way the outsole is. The outsole is not that continental webbing. It's just much more structured outsole here that's consisted of two pieces. But because of that structure, it basically allows you to have a much more stable shoe, which is actually one of my most major gripes about the Ultra Boost. And so having this makes a difference. In addition to that, I don't know if people realize this, the knit on this is actually pretty thick. And so I really like that about the shoe as well. So from that standpoint, the shoe is definitely worth, I think, its $220 retail price. There's no doubt about that. I would not mind paying $30 more for the outsole that this has, as well as the knit pattern and really the exclusivity of it. Totally worth it for retail. So after having the shoes for about a month, I would say that they're absolutely worth it. There's nothing that I don't like about the shoe after receiving it. I think they actually look great on feet as long as your outfit isn't too loud. I really like when you're staring down at them, you typically only see the medial side, and you actually see these really cool zebra-based stripes. Like I said, I've never had a pair, so I've never been able to get crazy about them. And really, for the most part, this specific colorway is just enough pop for it to be special, but at the same time, it's relatively muted and goes with most outfits. And so I would say that if from a comfort perspective and an exclusivity perspective, they're definitely worth $100 over retail. Anything more than that, I really start getting skeptical. At the end of the day, you're paying an extra $200, $300, $400, $500 just to have a colorway that release less of, and typically those colorways are much less wearable. The zebras to me are significantly louder. I mean, they look awesome. They look obviously exactly like this, but the contrast between the white and the black is relatively big, and I really don't like when the sole has that yellowing or a different color completely. The same way that the semi-frozens have that that kind of shit brown gum color that's over here. I do have a couple pickups coming up this week that I will start reviewing, including the Nike Shox, which is a throwback to many years ago. If you enjoyed what you watched, definitely hit the subscribe button and give a like on this video. In addition to that, some of the things that I'm planning for the future are actually much more kind of wear test based reviews. I have a lot of shoes in my collection that I actually do wear pretty often. And one of the things is it worth it to buy some of these shoes, especially kind of the luxury-based brands like Common Projects or YSL, and so I'll have some answers to some of those. Until next time, peace, and pick up your 352 V2s if you can find a pair for good resale.